Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Gamers Den, the show where you, the viewer, come to meet the host, Canis Lupus, for all the various video game knowledge, and you stay for the pop culture and the knowledge therein. Now, today, on History of the Underappreciated, where we look at basically characters that, either are underappreciated from the studio that makes them, the various fan bases, what have you, or in their own universe, or a combination thereof. Today, we're actually looking at a character that I personally liked when I first played Pokemon Pearl. So you know it's a diamond from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It's from Gen 4. We have here number 399, Bidoof. Now, I don't know why people hate Bidoof. I really don't. I don't understand. It's cute. Its subspecies is literally called the plump mouse Pokemon. It is cute. It is furry and plump and it's cute. And it evolves into Bibarel at level 15. And Bibarel, I will admit, is a little derpy, but that normal water typing you just don't see very often. So yeah. Let's see here. Its abilities are either simple or unaware, and its hidden ability is Moody. It's in the Water 1 and Field egg groups, and yes, there are more than one water egg groups. So most of the time, Bidoof is just relegated to that. Evolve, put into a box. Nothing more. If that, considering Bibarel can be found later on. But Bidoof is probably one of those Pokemon that I use quite a bit in early routes because, especially in Diamond and Pearl, they're
Touch
just
the Bidoof.
What?
Touch the Bidoof.
And as a little added thing, on what was it, Dorkly? For those of you under the age of 18, please don't watch this. But if you are over 18, you've heard of Dorkly, you might know where I'm going with this. God tier Bidoof. It is a very funny looking creature, and honestly,
Are you talking about the gold Bidoof?
yeah, the gold Bidoof. And then I actually saw a comic once. You might find this interesting. To go, Mimikyu. Under the sheet is Bidoof, and the trainers was like, "Ooh, it's a Bidoof," and I'm just like, "That's mean." And Pikachu comes up to it and puts on a Bidoof costume, and it was a sweet little comic.
Wait. Pikachu comes along and puts a Bidoof costume on a Bidoof?
No, on itself, and the Bidoof puts on Mimikyu's basically.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying now.
Right.
The Bidoof has on a Mimikyu outfit.
Right, which
Pikachu comes
Mimikyu
along and
looks
puts
like
on a
Pikachu.
Bidoof.
Right.
Got it.
And it's funny, guys. This was before Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out. I guarantee it because now we know Mimikyu puts on that thing not because it admires Pikachu, but because it hates Pikachu and the fame it's gotten. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a little plump brown rodent, don't it? Because a lot of people don't like Bidoof. I don't really care. I don't really know why. It's a cute little Pokemon that, okay, it evolves fairly early.
I was about to say, then you get into the evolution that is Bibarel.
Now, but keep in mind, Bibarel is a bit of a tank. Plus, that water typing gives it a little bit more HP.
Bibarel is a fantastic tank.
Right, but I will admit there are other ones in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum later on with Pokemon like Steelix, which you can get pretty easily.
Wait, you can get Steelix easily? I thought you had to trade.
Yeah, you do, but you can actually find it in the wild in the mountain area where you get the little cart with the Riolu egg.
Huh.
You just gotta hunt for it.
Interesting.
Um, but yeah, well, like Leo said, usually, usually you gotta get a Celix by trading it by while it's holding a metal coat. Super specific, I know. Believe me, you ain't heard the half of it.
I mean,
Look up how you involve an Inkay. That's some convoluted bullshit. You gotta hold the damn console
NK is probably the most bullshit evolution I've ever heard of.
You gotta hold the console upside down
While NK levels up.
to level 30. It's stupid. It is so stupid.
It is so much more convoluted than, hey, trade this with your friend and you get this.
Right, and you gotta hold an item on top of that. But it's gotta be holding that item for it to evolve.
Well,
But
I mean, that's for Steelix. I'm just talking in general, like Alakazam, Gengar. Wait, is Alakazam one? I know Gengar and.
Kadabra evolves an Alakazam by trading, yes.
Okay, so Alakazam, Gengar, and Golem.
And Machamp. Those were the four that were in original games. But then a bunch of characters got added in later on.
But those are basic, bitch. You just trade this without
Right.
it holding anything.
Now, Carablast and Shelmet have to be traded with each other.
In order to get
their evolutions. A
for the life of me, I
Selgor
can't
and
remember the name of either one.
a Selgor and its Cavalier.
Right.
I'm a Pokemon encyclopedia, can't you tell? But Bidoof is super easy to get a pretty strong early tank, pretty fairly, and a water type pretty early on.
Oh great! Now you got me awake.
Sure, you can. Sure, you can get like a Gyarados or one of the other water types, but pretty fairly early on, a water type and a tank, unless you got Piplup,
you're not gonna have much of a tank.
Yeah, you're not gonna have too many options on water types either.
You don't. I will say this: in a lot of generations, you don't get a lot of fire type options.
Right, but in Gen 4, you have two in Diamond and Pearl, and you don't even get the option to get Flareon or Heatran in Platinum until after you beat the main game. You get the Infernape line and the Rapidash line, and Rapidash is trash.
Let's be fair. Aside from Charmander, the Charmander line, in even the first generation, the only ones you really get are the Rapidash line and Arcanine and Growlithe. In like the first generation.
Actually, in first generation, you had the Charmander line, the Flareon, you had Growlithe, and you had Vulpix, you had Ponyta. You had a lot of options as far as fire types go.
And then the other generations came along and like, okay, we've had enough fire types.
Oh no. Gen 2 had the Cyndaquil line, of course, obviously, but it also brought in like the Houndoom line. Granted, you couldn't get it until after you beat the league and gone to Kanto, and only at night.
My point.
But it was a new fire type. Gen 3 added in a slew of new ones, Slugma was in Gen 2 as well.
But like Gen 5 onward
had some pretty good fire. Had a lot of more fire types, but water you don't get very early. You have to wait until around the second gym, third gym in Gen 4.
I'd say maybe even the fourth.
Well, not for Gen 4.
But
Gen 2, Gen 4 had you can get a Buizel pretty early.
Yeah.
But at the Valley Windworks, but I'm just like I never used
you said
Floatzel.
I was falling asleep.
I never really used a Floatzel. Yeah, big
really
shock out there, guys. I didn't use a Floatzel.
I kept it as Buizel. Buizel was a pretty good Pokemon even without evolving it.
Yeah, but if you evolve it, it becomes even better. But I'm just like, its speed stat is pretty good, but I went with Gyarados. I mean, I even went ahead and didn't use my Bidoof.
Well, I mean, to be fair, with Gyarados, it can learn fire-type moves.
I didn't even use it for fire-type moves. I used it for Ice, Dark, and Water.
Well, I'm just saying in general, if you can't find yourself a fire-type for whatever reason.
Right, but if you want stab-effective moves,
you need to catch yourself a fire-type for that.
Right. Or just do what I do every time I do Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum.
Okay.
I say screw you, Turtwig, and I've used Empoleon. I don't know what y'all are on, but Empoleon is trash. compared to Infernape.
Wait,
Just saying.
you've used Empoleon? I was more of a Turtwig.
I started out with a Torterra, right?
Torterra is a fantastic tank.
But
It does
going
have
up against Cynthia with the team I had,
Torterra.
Torterra sucks.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh god, he sucks.
Torterra's fantastic till you hit Cynthia.
Oh no, I didn't even get to Cynthia. Torterra kept feigning really badly on most of my fights with
Man, you
Daily
didn't
4.
train your Torterra very well, or you
He
had
was the best one.
Either you didn't train it well, or you just had shit luck.
Yeah, I mean, you're 20 levels under most of these guys. Of course you're going to have shit luck.
My
But
Torterra was fantastic playing through Diamond and Pearl.
But then I used Empoleon. I didn't even make it all the way there. I got like to the 6th gym. I said, screw this. This thing is trash.
You made it to the 6th gym.
I made it
kept
past
getting your ass handed.
No, I got past the gym, and it's just like.
And then your ass kept getting handed to you.
No, it's just like, you know what? I don't like Empoleon. I really don't. It's not a good Pokemon. And I know there's a lot of Empoleon fans out there. I know Torterra, I'm not going to get too much flack for, but
I might hear some flack for saying I like Torterra.
Maybe, you never know.
I
No,
mean,
if you had
honestly-
said you're, I mean, like with me, and say you're okay with Dunsparce, you might, but I mean, I don't use them, but
but
nobody's gonna use the same team.
you have fun with the rest of their point.
Yeah, Bidoof is a cute little Pokemon, and it's a good starter. You need a starting rodent. I mean, technically, are beavers rodents? I don't know. Somebody go down in the comment section down below and let me know on that. But yeah, as far as like early route stuff goes, Big Barrel's pretty early on. Well, by the time you get to the first, if you train it good enough, by the time you get to the second gym, I don't remember who the second gym is in Gen 2 or Gen 4. I might have to look back into that. But regardless, Bidoof is not really well liked by the community. Funnily enough, he appears in Sword and Shield, so take that with what you will. I think he's in Sword and Shield. I could be wrong on that. I don't quote me on that. As far as like the base game goes, don't quote me on that. He might be in there now. Lord only knows how many are in there now. But yeah, regardless, Bidoof is a nice little normal type to start out with. Not on the same level as Rattata or Zigzagoon, but those two level up at 20. Bidoof you can get at level 15. And it gets a dual typing. So, with a little more base HP, which is pretty good pretty early on.
Little off topic. Your favorite form was Zigzagoon.
Huh? The favorite form? I'm a stout. I prefer the normal.
You prefer normal to the Kiss version?
Don't get me wrong, Obstagoon is cool, but the way to get him is so convoluted, and it's so much easier to get a normal Linoon than a fully evolved Obstagoon. I'm just like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the Kiss reference, but
really, how do you get Obstagoon? I haven't played Sword and Shield.
you gotta oh god, if you hadn't told me, I probably could have told you. If you hadn't asked me, I probably could have told you, but I'll look it up later.
Really? How does that make sense? Had I not asked you how to get Obstagoon, you could have told me.
It is a thing. It is a thing.
Don't worry about it. I'll look it up later.
Nah, I got you. I can pull that up quick. But yeah, Bidoof is relatively undervalued, I think. But compared to all the other Pokemon you can get, I kind of see why. He's a normal type, evolves into a normal water type that isn't as good as some other water types you can get in the game, even in its home generation. But
hey, see, have you seen the stupid thing where people try to beat one of the Pokemon games with nothing but a team of 6 Bidoof?
no, I've seen one where they beat the game with just a Magikarp that only knows Splash. It's a mod, and it's and everything. I don't remember what it was, but I know just it is really dumb. He's really dumb, and he stays at level 1. Yeah, it's convoluted as hell.
There's no way to do that without mods.
Oh, there was apparently a way. There was apparently a way. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it, but he had to jump through so. Or no, it was a ROM hack. No, it was a ROM hack. It was a ROM hack of the game. And
Okay, then he modified the game.
Somewhat. He basically made it so that way he was given a level 1 Magikarp.
So he did mod the game.
He modded it a little bit, but
That's
it
what I'm saying,
basically.
though, is it is impossible to beat it with a level 1 Magikarp that only knows Splash without modding.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't change anything else. He just changed that, my dude. I shit you not.
How the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. It sounded so stupid.
We're gonna have to look that up later.
Oh yeah. You know, guys. We might do a reaction video of that, of the stupidity of that. That'd be a good video. That'd be a good video. Somebody write that down.
Write it down because I'm not gonna remember any of it.
But yeah, guys.
Lost anyone who gets that reference.
But yeah, guys. Go in the comment section down below and tell me if you just. Well, to be fair, I'm in the same boat. After a certain period of time, I put the big barrel away. But hey, nobody's perfect. But I do like Bidoof. I do like Bidoof. I do like Big Barrel. I can't hate on any Pokemon. I really can't. No Pokemon can I hate on.
Except Dunsparce.
Actually, no, I don't hate Dunsparce. There's actually only one Pokemon that I'm actually like in the I really don't like it category.
Belgium?
What?
Belgium?
Build No, that one's just annoying to catch. I like its design. No. And I have no regrets for saying this, guys. Charizard. If I were making a tier list, every Pokemon would be an S tier, except Charizard. He'd be in D tier.
You have bias.
Well, I'm sorry. The thing is trash compared to Blastoise and Venusaur. Charizard can okay, he can learn Dragon and like 1 or 2 Dragon moves, some Fire type moves,
He's
a
salty
Steel
because
type.
it doesn't have a Dragon type.
No, he's useless when I can hit him with a couple of Rock Tombs. I'm sorry. 2 Rock Tombs and Charizard, no matter what level, is down. He's useless.
Mr. Salty with no dragon.
And even if you put him on Dragon type, I'm sorry. Nowadays, I can take him out of the Fairy type in the same game. I'm sorry. When Blastoise is and Venusaur, you have to work around their stuff, and they've got workarounds. Venusaur can poison or paralyze your ass, and Blastoise can learn Ice and Dark type moves, which you need a little bit more of to face Dragon and Ghost types.
Honestly, technically with Blastoise, if it can learn Ice types, then you're good against Dragon.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But maybe that's why people don't really. See, I've seen a lot of people love Charizard. I don't see too many of you actually using him a lot. You usually use some of your other Pokemon. Take that with what you will. Take a look at your teams and try to remember back to your battles with that Charizard. Okay. But with that being said,
I don't think I too often pick the Fire type starter.
none in Gen 1.
Because the typical first gym is a fucking Rock type.
Now, I did use it the first time. No, I used Squirtle the first time. Squirtle was my very first Pokemon. Funnily enough. My very first Pokemon I picked.
I think mine was Bulbasaur.
But as far as that goes, guys,
and honestly, the only
Charmander, there are workarounds with the first and second gyms. There are ways of getting it. There are fighting types around before you even hit Viridian Forest, like Mankey and the Nidoran line. Or, for Misty, there are grass types.
And honestly, I think that's why I always pick Bulbasaur first. The first 2 gyms are nothing when you got that.
Yeah, but afterwards he's useless. Charizard at least has some fire type moves, and Blastoise, like I said, can learn ice type moves. Well, in Gen 1, but later on, Gen 2 onward, he can learn like Bite and Crunch. So, Not too bad of a Pokemon. It's funny. I don't think I've ever used a Charmander. Ever. I've used Bulbasaur and Squirtle more. Funnily enough. I've used every other fire type afterwards, though. What's that?
It's hot in this room.
Well, except for Gen 2, I prefer Totodile.
You prefer Totodile to
Yes!
Torchic.
To what? To
Wait,
what?
no, Cyndaquil's second.
Yeah,
Torchic's third.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Blaziken, man, over Sceptile. Sceptile
And
just looks
Mudkip?
ridiculous.
Hey,
I hate Marshtomp.
so I heard
He
you
is
like Mudkip.
he is useless outside of the Lizard Tate battle. He gets beat by it. He has been beaten by every other Pokemon,
Hey.
every other gym leader, dude.
Hey, so I heard you like Mudkips.
I don't. You
Oh,
you
so I
can
heard
rage
you
at me
hate
all you want,
Mudkips.
guys. I've got my opinions. You've got yours. But with that being said, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and go in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of Bidoof. Did you hate him? Do you like? Do you mind him? Do you even use him? Let me know.
Touch
See you
the
later.
Bidoof.
Bye.